Coach, your assessment of today's practice?
It was very hot, very hot. But like we told our guys, you know, Mark been pretty good with the guys, giving them water, giving them breaks. But it's going to be harder on next week, so you better be ready to go.
9 days left. You guys ready? Better be ready.
It's like Christmas, man. Hey, expectations are big here. It's not like when we first came, so our guys better be ready. You know, so that's a good question, but you've been here 9 years now, so we'll be ready.
You were sort of our first person saying that Will looks like might be the guy. You know, I guess Will, you thought he's the guy. What has he done to impress you? You know, and how would you maybe liken him to other guys that have come through and played quarterback for you guys in this 9 years?
Well, I want to be very careful how I say this. You know, I've been around a lot of quarterbacks. Will is one of the strongest arms I've been around. And what I was more impressed with him, you know, I was a big fan of Joey, but Will came in the right way. He won the team over, did the little things. He was the first one in, the last one to leave. Just his leadership on the field, all guys start following, even the defensive guys. So I don't think, not to take away nothing from Steven Johnson, because them guys won games for us. I think Terry Wilson don't get enough credit, but I think the potential for what we're looking for, I think Wills is the guy to do it. I really do. I'm very impressed with him.
How has his accuracy improved since Liam has been working with him this fall?
Well, I don't know, because he wasn't in spring, so this is our first time working with him. His accuracy has been pretty good. That's why he won the job. His deep balls are very good. The ball just comes out. You know, in this league, the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL, and these corners are good. So when you run an out routes, that ball has to be out. And, man, he's one of the best that I've seen throw it. Now when we get, I still want to see when we play somebody, but from what I'm seeing in practice, he looks pretty good.
So that leads me to believe you can't wait for the first game.
What's that, buddy?
It leads me to believe that you can't wait till you get that first game so you can see what you want to see.
I'm very interested to see not just what he do, but a lot of, you know, we got Wandale that's here now. I'm excited to see what he does. Dare Rosenthal, I'm excited to see what he does, and then all the guys that came back. So I'm more excited about to see Will, but there's a lot of other guys I want to see too.
Vince, it's been like 6 or 7 years since Kentucky fans first started talking about Wandale Robinson, and he's finally going to play a game for them next week. How have you seen him embrace that kind of spotlight since he came home and made that decision?
Wandale is as a professional young man. A lot of guys with that type of talent, you'll think that they got a chip on their shoulder or they're arrogant. He's a class act. Broke my heart 2 years ago. I know you're to the right, so I hope you hear they broke my heart 2 years ago, but he came back, and I know the whole state is excited that he's back. He didn't want nothing when he came in here. We knew he was talented as a staff, but he did not want his teammates to think something was given to him, so he came in and earned it the right way, just like Will did. And I'm excited to see him. Wandale's a good football player. I don't care what league he's going to make plays, so I'm excited about that.
How's Isaiah Cummings coming along?
You see my gray hair start to come in a little bit? No, Isaiah's doing a real good job. Normally, guys that transfer from wide receiver to tight end, usually he's kind of soft. He's really surprised me. I think Isaiah's going to be a big weapon for us. Not I think he will be. He's really making some plays out there. We just got to get him more up to date with the run blocking, and I mean, he's going to be a weapon. He's going to be a weapon.
We don't talk about Justin as much as maybe we should. What does he bring to that role?
I'm glad you said that. I think Justin don't get enough credit. I think Justin is an NFL tight end. He's exactly what you look for. A lot of the guys, you know, him coming back, he lost about 10 pounds. He really, you can ask him this, like in the spring, it was close with Justin and Keaton and Bates. Right now, to me, it's not even close. Justin is the guy. Justin is a professional. I can always count on him. He's never missed games. He never missed practice. I mean, you see how hot the heat is, and he want to take a lot of reps. I think people do not give him a lot of credit, but he is very important to our offense. Very important.
I mean, he's been here for 6 years. How have you seen him grow over that?
He's always been a big guy, but I've seen him grow as a man. He's graduated already. He is a leader. We got a lot of young tight ends in that room. He really took Isaiah under his wings. He's helping Isaiah and Dingo. Justin, to me, is one of the captains of the team. He's a professional. He does everything right, and he plays hard, and I'm very excited he came back. It was a big gift for him to come back.
One of the guys that's captain up by this defense, I guess you could say, is that Rafsan Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what he's doing. Is he still coming? Is like started out?
He's coming. He's
got power.
Nah, he's still making plays. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Y'all know who his father is. I mean, genetics is good. I think he just, as him getting into our program last year, I mean, the kid is an athlete, great basketball player. We play, pig over there sometimes. He probably got like a 40-something inch vertical. He's just a natural football player, and he will help us this year. I'm very excited about him. I mean, he was a walk-on, and it's like with anything else. To me, he's a guy that's earning, I don't want to say it, but he's going to be here, and he's really doing a good job. He's really helping us out a lot.
Vince, has there been a guy in this camp leading up to now that maybe wasn't on your mind a whole lot, but has really jumped out and grabbed your attention and said, hey, this guy may be ready to help? Rashawn
Lewis, Isaiah Cummins, when we made the move, running back, moving Michael Drennan to running back. What people don't understand, Michael Drennan was the #1 running back in the state of Ohio, and it came up between us and USC and Wisconsin, and Coach Settle was the running back coach there. And with the offensive coordinator change, when we recruited Mike, we told him that he was going to play running back and receiver, but we wanted him to learn one position. I mean, Mike's a 3.8 student. He's a very smart kid, but he just seems more fresh at running back, more settled there, and he got a running back built. So Mike's going to help us a lot in this offense.
What's the status on Cavassier?
He's out there. He was practicing. Cavassier, I think he can smell, that game coming around next week. And it ain't like when we was here in 13 where you can be hurt and be out, and you still gonna be the running back. We got a lot of good running backs, so it's like the NFL. You better get in there, or somebody may take your spot. But he's gonna help us out a lot. Smoke, I don't think Smoke get enough credit. He's an explosive running back. You guys seen it, at Auburn last year. I mean, he gets one crease and he's gone. So I'm excited that he's back. I think we got some real good running backs, but we definitely excited to have Smoke back.
Vince, I don't think he was out there when we watched last week, but Trayvon Morgan, when he is available, what can he bring to the South? I don't know what we've talked about this.
He's another Mod Wagner. He's actually taller than the Mod. That's the scary thing. He's taller than the Mod. He pulled his, he had a little knack, and we working through that. But once he get through it, he'll be out there. He'll be out there.
Say about a guy like Cedric George to come back this year and embrace, because I think in certain situations a guy like Kelvin comes in and kind of takes his job. Last year maybe you think about leaving, but to come, for him to stick around and then come back and it looks like he's going to start again.
This ain't no charity, so you got to be able to go every year. You better be able to play. We got a lot of depth, and I do take my hat off to him, but he's seen. I just got a text. Chris Westry beat out somebody for the Ravens, so that's another DB that's going to be in the NFL plan for us. So he knows the reputation. We have a lot of scouts here. They know we got good DBs in the past. So if he does what he needs to do, he'll be another guy in the NFL. So you got to bring your strap every week, every day. It's competition everywhere. And if you talk to any of these guys, they'll tell you it's competition. It's not like when we was here 13 and 14 where we was just, you couldn't even put 5 receivers out there. You better be ready to go.
Vince, you know Stooks better than anybody. Even with everything that's gone on this year, he seems pretty mellow, pretty chill. What do you think? Is that real? What's different this year?
Age. No, it's I just think he's been here 9 years. Mark. I think Mark's starting to get a lot of credit, but Mark is a professional. I think most coaches, when they relax, they know they got a pretty good team. Now we still got to go out and play and win games. But I think he's just did it for so long, and our staff. He have certain guys still in place that he trusts, and he can sit back a little bit and just do the head coach duties. Now he's still gonna mess around with the DBs in there. That's just something he do. But I love the way his growth from our first year. It's crazy from our first year to 9 now. So very excited that I'm still here with him.
Okay, folks, thank you very much.